What's up everybody, Kinetic here and welcome back to Subsistence. Today's video, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. We're going to be sitting here for a while and we are going out there and we are going to be making a workshop. I was going to set up like a new main base, even though I don't really consider this spot that I've been on to be much of a main base. I was thinking about going out there somewhere and, you know, finding a good spot where I thought would be nice for resources and stuff like that, and making like a full-fledged house and stuff like that. But what I've ended up decided doing is, instead what I want to do is I just want to create like a workshop out there somewhere. A place where I can kind of set up a base that isn't necessarily going to be a home, but maybe just like sort of like a manufacturing plant, if you will. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. And this is going to be a very dangerous journey because I'm going to be carrying a lot of expensive stuff. Down here, I've got kind of what I am considering to be sort of the essentials of the starting workshop and base. I'm going to be carrying this stuff on me, so if I die and I can't get back to it, it's going to be absolutely, like, it's just going to be devastating, right? So I'm going to be avoiding combat as much as I can. If things get really ugly, though, I will be ready with this. I've gone ahead and made the shotgun. I also now have better clothes. I have a medium shirt, and I also have medium pants now that I've also crafted. So I'm ready in case things get really ugly out there for whatever reason. If I just can't seem to avoid combat or whatever. This is what I've got for that situation. There's one more thing actually that I want to make before we go out there. I'm thinking that thing I want to be is animal housing. I want to secure food better. I want to be able to start being more self-sufficient instead of having to go hunting and gathering so much and relying on that. Because if you look at my food as well, like I'm about to be now malnutrition from vegetables soon. So I need this plant base here, this plant bed for growing vegetables, and I want to also capture and bring back like some chickens or something like that, so that way I can secure my protein as well. So I'm thinking that the animal housing will be good for that. That was, well, again, that was crap. That was wood, nails, and metals. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll start making the planks. 8, it said. All right, 8 of those, right? Animal housing, 12 nails. 7 metals. I've definitely got that. That's not going to be a problem. Nails. And there's my nails. There's my metals. My fire went out. Now it's a definite go. I didn't think the fire was going to go out so fast. I could swear it was almost full a second ago. Anyway, well, whatever. Now we're really committing to this. Okay, so animal house. There it is. We just have to wait for the wood to finish. We've got enough power. We've got enough mass. Each one of these crafts requires a certain amount of power and mass as well as the materials. So, for example, a wellhead needs 600 power, and I don't actually have that in this this base command unit. The way that I would get more power, I believe, is from this small power generator, for example, which is why I have this crafted. I can go ahead and set up the unit, and then I can set up the small power generator to go ahead and have not just power, but upgraded power as well, so I can craft some really cool things such as that. So, yeah, it's definitely daylight now, and if I'm going to be doing this, I want to wait until the sun gets just a little bit higher, because I am going to be going in that direction. I don't want the sunlight to be blinding me as I'm going. I think we're just waiting. Okay, we're waiting on 2 more pieces of wood. This is exciting. Not just because it's going to be fun, but it's really going to be, I think, the next stage of my actual survival here. It is just getting to the point now where it's too much hassle to try and find enough berries, to try and hunt enough chickens and stuff like that without getting my face torn off by bears. So let's get ourselves a home base that will make this just a little bit more manageable for that. So there we go. We went ahead and set up the crafting. Just like anything else, it takes time. So it used up the materials. It used up the power. You can see the power and the mass plummeted as a result. And now, there we go. We have our animal housing set up in the dispenser. We'll go ahead and take that out. I'm going to put my nails and stuff back in here because, God help me, I am not... If I lose this, I will be, like I said, I'll be devastated, but at least I'll be able to come back to this and start again or whatever. I don't know. So that's good. That's good enough for now, I guess. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Let's do this, boys. I'm seriously nervous though about going out here with all this stuff, because like that last video showed, you can get ambushed without even seeing it coming sometimes if you're not super careful. I need to turn up the volume. I got my good headphones on today so I can... Oh, what is that? That's a bear. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're already starting off with a 2-bear situation. And we got a crate here. What's in the crate? Should be fine to get this without him taking notice. Nails and metals. Okay. Go ahead and take that. I didn't mention to you guys. I can't remember if that was... Yeah, I think it took place just before I recorded the last video, but I kind of had a conversation with the developer, which seems to be one guy. I don't know if I mentioned that as well or not, but according to what people are saying, Cold Games, the developer for Subsistence, is only one guy, which is really freaking crazy to think about. And like, mad props to this guy for being able to put together such a good quality game so far with just his own knowledge and experience. That's pretty rad, man. But I had a conversation with him about my impressions of the game so far, and you know, some of the things that I sort of consider to be sort of weaknesses, or things just worth noting that maybe might need to be adjusted, maybe not. I had a feeling that the things that I was going to say were probably already being looked at or whatever. Like, for example, I mentioned to him that I didn't think that this was all that... Oh, thank goodness we got fruits. That's perfect timing right there. I mentioned to him that I wasn't really that big of a fan of just finding crates... Another freaking bear. Finding crates like this all over the place, and this just being the one way that we find sort of supplies like this. I think I mentioned also in a previous video that I thought it would be cool if there were like abandoned cabins, or for example, like maybe just a basic camp with like a tent or something like that, and you know, maybe the cabin had been mostly raided by hunters or something like that, or was maybe guarded by a bear, or maybe there was a you know, a tent set up where maybe some people were camped but they had to flee. There's a bear there. That's why, you know, eating their food maybe or something like that, was attracted to the food or whatever. In other words, a more interesting way and a more interesting encounter for finding supplies, and a bit of a challenge, right? A little bit of a risk to get to whatever's left of those supplies at that camp, and but have it be at least equal, of course, right, to that of finding one of these crates, if not better, for you know, taking control over the camp, or taking control over the cabin. You might be wondering, why don't I run more often? Well, if things get really bad, I don't want to be completely drained of my my energy to sprint. Now, we do have a good amount of it, and I'm still green because I'm you know, I'm just taking little dashes here and there and stuff like that. But the last thing I want is to be completely out of energy and need to run from a bear, or need to run from a couple of wolves or something like that. I mean, that then ends up setting me up in a situation where I have to stand and I have to fight. So I tend to avoid putting myself in that position. Now, I think this is the general area. Only a couple of minutes out from that first outpost that I've made. Around here, a little bit further out, and somewhere around where these rocks are. Again, I like the idea of being semi-close to rocks. That's potential mining nodes that that I could take. I also like the flat land of this this area. It would make for just a nice kind of visually appealing, I think, spot to me. All right, we need to decide though, because I think it's already like noon or something like that in the game. We're still basically now on the border of the map, aren't we? What about this spot right here? What is that? Is that the fence? Again? Yeah, look at that. That's the fence. Where's my base? Over there? You know what? I think I like this spot. Right here. Right in this area. We could set up our new workshop in this spot. It's a little bit above ground, so we can get a general view of what's out there as we leave. We've got, once again, the safety, sort of the fence back here, so we know there's not going to be wolves or bears spawning around here. They just don't. Animals don't spawn nearby the borders of the map. So, do I want to do this? I think we should do this. Look at that. There's a rock right there with a freaking mineral on it too. Rock there, trees. Let's do it. Okay, so I think if I remember correctly, this is how we do this. Yeah, so we set it up on the action bar, and now we actually hang on a second. Maybe we should start with the stairs. Yeah, let's start with the stairs. We'll set it up. Where should we set it up? Right about here? Let's set it up here. Okay. It's set. That means we got to commit to this now for real. Okay, so now the brilliance of this is that these pieces snap together. I really like this. There we go. That should be right? Actually, you know what I could probably do is just walk up my stairs. There we go. And check it out. Boom. Stairs, platform. We're already halfway there, basically. Alright, so I'm going to set up another platform and then a wall to put my what am I trying to say? My base unit on. Should we put it on this side? Yeah, let's put it there. Okay. I'm already thinking about expanding like two more right there. That would be cool. Let's go ahead and get a wall going here though. All right, there's our wall. Put the rest of this stuff on the action bar, or most of it anyway. Okay, so now there's our. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, don't tell me I can't set up more than one. No, we can. Okay, cool. So. Yep, look at that. It's already creating a beacon. And there's the beacon of the original base there. Okay, that's a relief because I was kind of worried that maybe there might be limitations on the number of home beacons that that you can have. Like maybe you can only set up one or something like that, right? But that is not the case. Okay, what do I want to do now? That is a good question. Can I make more foundations? No, I can't because I have to make more planks and I need the cordage from back at the other base. Okay. Well, if we start booking it now, we could make it to the base and get back here in time to set up a fire and stuff like that. Should I set up my my thing here? This is my my storage. Yeah, let's do it. We'll set it up right there. Okay, so that's cool. And we'll go ahead and we'll put this in here. Oops, not in there. Put this in here for storage, for safety. Let's split that. There we go. Yep, we'll put that in there. Put our fibers. There's our... There it... Can be domesticated. Will lay 1 egg for each level after level 2. But it's dead! How can it do that if it's dead? I think that's just like a general description for intending to describe something that can be, you know, usable while it's still alive. Alright. Here we go. Cool. So now, split that. Split. Alright. If I die now, I will not be that devastated because we have ourselves a base. And I just dumped a bunch of my materials inside storage, so it is perfectly safe now. I can basically run more or less without a care. I still want to be careful though, and I still don't want to be sprinting the entire time. Because I do want to avoid combat. Now this is going to be interesting to kind of see what this straight line back to base is going to be like. Well, there's a crate. Alright, let's see what's inside here. This looks like a medical crate. What is that over there? That's a bear. There's a bear up ahead. We found seeds. Seeds are very rare. Very rare indeed. I keep those definitely locked away in storage. This whole time. Or actually ever since I made a storage anyway. From that last incident. We'll be using those to plant tomatoes. Thinking I'm hearing things. I'm just paranoid. I've got some tomato seeds to make tomatoes. That will be my nutrition. I've also got some cotton seeds, which we'll be using to make cotton, which will help us make cloth, which will help us make a few different things. Clothing, obviously. But also, interesting enough, this shotgun uses cloth. I don't know why, but it does. That actually reminds me, something interesting that... a couple of people were saying when I was giving my impressions, because I got a few different replies when I put down my impressions. One of the things that somebody said was that basically the way things are set up now, especially with weapons, and I'm guessing he got this from... Oh wow, we're out of energy. Yeah, it's not good. He got this from the developer, that the way things are set up now, there is definitely going to be more iterations as far as, like, weapon balancing and stuff like that. Apparently, when you start a new character, you won't even have a gun. You'll have something different, maybe, it seems. Yeah, so all of this, obviously, you know, it is early access. This is all a work in progress. That's a wolf over there. We need to be careful. I want these crates, though. Oh, God, there's a bear over there, too? No, don't do this to me. Okay, he's walking the other way. We're cool. Get the stuff. Yes, berries. Berries are good. I don't know. That sun's getting awfully low. Maybe we don't want to, maybe we don't want to go back to our original base after all right now. I can't even tell really how close I am at this point. I don't want to be caught out in the cold. Even though I have upgraded clothes. And look at this, I don't even have energy for running. Maybe we should go back to our new base. Wow, it's getting super dark. I wanted to have a what am I talking about? Wood burner. There's instead of cooking and stuff like that with a campfire, there's a wood burner you can craft with the base unit. All right, we really need to hustle. Is that? Ah, come on. Ooh, nice. And it's apparently more efficient. I would know, I haven't crafted one yet, but it's supposed to be more efficient than just having a campfire. I'm not sure what that means. I think that has at least something to do when they're talking about efficiency with how, there's our base, how wood burns, like maybe wood burns slower, so you don't have to refill it as much. I'm gonna go ahead and start sprinting. That sun is falling fast now. Damn, it's dark already. We need to get our get our campfire set up here. Damn, it's freaking dark. Okay, there's that. We've got wood. Should we set it up right here? I guess so. Or I could set it up on the ground. I don't know if it actually matters or not. Ah, just put it right here. Okay. There. Okay, so ignition. We got plenty of fuel for now. There we go. Ignite. Okay. We're cool. There's no health bars, so there's no animals around here. We don't have to worry about that. We'll go ahead and butcher this chicken and get it cooking. Oh, right, our freaking, jeez, it's dark. Our rabbit. Can we save our rabbit before it's too late? Yeah, put it here. That should be good. 5. Whoa, what the hell? That's... What is that? Oh, I see. It's a, Is it cool? An injured rabbit can be domesticated to yield much better quality resources. He looks better already. Look at that. Wow, look at that. I think he's healing inside of his house. Or something. I don't know what he's doing, actually. What's going to be interesting is understanding how do I actually take care of them. I'm going to have to feed them, I assume. We need to eat all these berries, don't we? Or maybe let's just eat enough to not be malnourished. Look at this. My food is in such bad condition right now. Go ahead and store this stuff. Foundations. Okay, we need a lot of planks. Okay, that's 10 planks. I'm pretty sure one queue is 1 plank, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we'll have plenty of resources to go ahead and set up 2 more, because I want a minimum of 4 foundations to make my my workshop. Ideally, I'd like to have my workshop and definitely my main house, right? Like a place where I just kind of kick it or whatever, to be like a 3x3, right? So a 9 foundation flooring, and then stairs to lead up to a 2nd floor. You can have multiple floors when you set up a building, which is really freaking cool. And yeah, make myself a sweet mansion out here in BFE. All right, it's bright enough outside. I know there's... Oh no! The poor rabbit died. Why? Oh, look at that! I just noticed the food and water section here. Oh, so that's how that works. I was in such a rush because it was pitch black dark, and I'm like, God help me if something comes at me in the dark like this. Alright, well, we'll get some more protein going here anyway. Alright, we've got some expansion that we can do here. Look at that! 2x2. It's looking good. Alright, now, go ahead and top up our fuel, just to be sure. And now we've got 10 minutes to get to the base, pick up our stuff, and then come back here. An interesting reply came up when I was talking in my original post of the impressions on the Steam discussion page. A reply came up regarding my point about and talking about plants. The sort of question that was brought up to me in response to what I had said about how I thought basically, as they are, I think plants and how easy they are to notice is basically perfect at this point. But what this person said to me in response was what they would think if plants were actually made a little bit harder to see than they currently are, because in fact, very recently, I guess just before I started playing, the developer had actually buffed the visibility of plants, and so they were actually harder to see. And how would I feel, or what are my thoughts on if they were basically made, I guess, harder to spot? And I said, well, yeah, I think that as they are, it's not too easy, but it's not too hard. So that's why I more or less called it perfect as they are in terms of their visibility. And what I suppose I could expand on that by explaining my reasoning for that is, as it is, in most lighting situations, you will only see plants about, yeah, like say where that bear is and those two plants are. Not like from 500 yards away or anything like that. And I think, if anything, the reason why those plants are so easy to spot is because of their location and the current time of day. Right now, it's high noon. And it's not always high noon unless you're McCree. So it's not always that easy to spot the plants. See, out here, the contrast and the lighting makes them pretty easy to spot. But under trees, in shade, at different times of the day and stuff like that, not so much. Those are actually right there a little bit harder to see compared to the other bush. And unless your goal, actually, I think, is specifically looking for plants and trying to find more fibers, trying to find more berries and stuff like that, I think that's another factor that comes in. If you're not looking for plants also, then it's a little bit harder to see, because I notice as I'm playing that my eyes shift in the way that they perceive the game based on what my sort of search topic is. If I'm looking out for threats, like for bears, for wolves and stuff like that, that's different from how I see the world compared to when I'm looking for plants. My eyes just seem to act in a very different way. So I think that's another thing to consider. And maybe people that are playing this game, maybe they don't even realize that their eyes kind of shift like that too. So yeah, long story short, I think that as they are, I think plants are fine. I don't think they need to be made any harder than they already are. It does take a while for your eyes as a new player to figure out what you're looking at and to how to scan. What he called, I think, like a learned skill of searching for plants. You still do need that, I think. I definitely did. I needed to adjust the way, like I said, that I looked at the game in order to better spot plants. So that's still there. That still exists in the game. That sort of learned skill, and you know, as important as the fibers are, because they're extremely important to your survival, I don't think making them harder is going to make the game better. They're already not that easy to find. You need a lot of them and stuff like that. So as it is, I think that it's good for how it is. Unfortunately, that took 11.5 minutes to get from where we were to where we are now. I was stopping a lot along the way to pick up crates, to pick up herbs and stuff like that. I even stopped in and got some wood chopping going as well. So that was probably a couple of minutes that I could scrape off of the total time it actually does take to get from my my base here to the new base, and we have just enough space. Whew, this makes me nervous though. Carrying all of this stuff, man. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reset, and since I just picked up tons and tons of stuff, and there's not likely to be a lot to pick up probably on the way back. This should take less time. Wait a minute, what's going on with our food? Okay, we're struggling with food actually here. Let's eat and eat and eat, so we have a good nutrition and not end up malnourished on the way back. I might actually, having said that or noticed that, might actually have to stop and poke a couple of chickens or something like that. Like, look at that. There's a fiber bush. I barely saw it actually right there amongst all the other grass and stuff like that. That was significantly harder to see. And I just barely caught it out of the corner of my eye. Is that a rabbit over there? That's a rabbit. We should probably try and get the rabbit. Yeah? Alright, all you gotta do is stop moving now. I don't feel like wasting arrows. I've been good with hitting moving targets, but just be sure of it. Come on. There you go. Right there. Okay, he's still alive. Cool. Hopefully he still will be. Stop squeaking. You're gonna make me cry. Hopefully he's still alive by the time we get back to base. He's gonna have to hang in there. It's a long journey still. If not, that's okay. You'll be my protein for the day. I'm finding tons of freaking herbs, though. I mean, I am taking a slightly different route this time. Coming back to the new base. Oh, there we are. And I still found a bunch of herbs. I found one crate. I plucked a couple of rabbits from the grass. One of them may still be alive. We'll find out here in a second. Let's make that our priority, actually. And that took 6.5 minutes. Is he still alive? Yes, he is. Okay, put him in there. And then let's split this. Put the water in there. And split this. Okay, put the food in there. So I guess, yeah. Wow, look at that, though. Seriously? 5 bottles of water completely filled the water capacity, but 5 berries only got me, like, what is that, a quarter? Not even. Look at something he says right there, 20%. Huh. Well, I know what that means to me anyway. Can I bandage this thing? Like, does that work? No. Okay, that doesn't work. We'll find out here, I guess, pretty soon whether that is going to... whether that's going to... What am I trying to say? Save him or not. Should I get my fire going? How much wood do I have? Not a lot. You know what? I'm going to hold off on that. Let's get to dumping our materials here. So there's our metals. Okay. Okay, so... Is that a chicken? That is a chicken. And he's a dead chicken now. Okay. I wish I could just, like, lure him. Like a pedo lures a kid into a bench. Like, you know, like, kind of hold out some corn maybe or something like that for him. Come on over here to my little animal housing. It's fine, I swear. Okay. What do I want to do next? Let's go ahead and set up the generator and definitely the plant bed. How... Okay, there we go. So yeah, that blue kind of filter right there, that's basically showing me how far I can set things up. I can't put it on the ground. Oh, okay, so, that's interesting. Well, let's do this then. If that's... I need wood, actually. That's what I really freaking need to do. I need to prioritize and get wood before the sun goes down, because it's going down pretty fast. I think I'm getting, like, 4 pieces of wood now from these, Yeah, look at this. This is great. I think I picked a good spot. These, most of these trees around here are actually giving 4 pieces of logs instead of just 3. That's good. I like that. And we're going to need it too, because we have been extremely low now for too long. And the sun is going down very, very fast. I want to have enough wood so that way I can spend the night processing woods, making planks, making foundations, stuff like that. That's how I like to spend my nights. Playing with my wood. And cooking food. Which we have some. We need to go ahead and start getting that going. That's good enough for now. I think we got a good amount of wood. Let's go ahead and get our fire going here. Ignition. We're going to have to make some more fire starters here soon. Definitely. In fact, maybe I should be doing that now. Fire starter. We need sticks. Go ahead and make 2 new fire starters. We need fuel. Or biofuel, I mean. Might need to process some more of that here pretty soon. Fire starter kit. Go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get some wood planks going here. Okay. How's our, damn, it's dark out here. I need some lights. Oh, look at that! He's getting perky. Look at him. He's all happy and shit. I like that. That's awesome. All right, so we've got ourselves a happy little rabbit. I'm gonna cook his cousin. He probably hated his cousin anyway, so it's fine. And yeah, like I said, I'm basically going to now spend the rest of the night before the next day comes. I'm gonna process this wood, cook some food, and just yeah, lay out what my my next phase is going to be. I hope that you guys are enjoying the subsistence videos here on the channel. Like I said, I'm gonna keep these rolling out as best as I can. Probably about 2 videos per week. And when I say per week, I mean 2 videos within like a 7-day span. I don't mean like definitely 2 videos between Sunday and Saturday or something like that. It's just whatever, like after 3 days or something like that, probably there'll be a another video. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Click the like button to support Subsistence here on the channel, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Thanks again for watching. This is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.